What type of entity and industry qualifies for more overall funding? Now, let me tell you something. Not every entity qualifies for funding. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Well, first of all, limited, we have how many entities? Limited liability company, LLC, a famous LLC. We have a partnership, we have a sole proprietorship, and we have a corporation. I'm not gonna go in through with which ones are which. Okay, you guys can read them. I'm gonna tell you exactly which ones gets the highest lending. Okay, which entity? LLC and sole proprietorship. Why? LLC is like it's your own person. Sole proprietorship is your own person. I'm gonna explain to you guys the difference between these two. A sole proprietorship company, let's say you cut your neighbor's lawn and he gives you $100. Okay, and then you're like, hey, I'm gonna make this a business, and now you're cutting 10 people's lawns and you get an extra $1,000, but you never opened a company. All you did was collect money and you put it in your bank. Now you qualify as a sole proprietorship. Okay, or if you are a nanny and they just give you cash or a check on your name, you qualify as a sole proprietorship, even if you didn't open an LLC. So now that you qualify as a sole proprietorship, guess what? All you need is to get an EIN number. Okay? Limited liability company. Why this works the best? Why? Unless if you do a partnership which is two people, you have to own over 75% of the company for this to work. Then you're gonna have to rely on your business partner to make sure his credit is good and everything. So partnership, I do not recommend. Okay? Corporation, I recommend it, but for a different reason. The S corporation, actually, you can pay yourself if you're looking to buy a house. Okay, this is something that I did. I had paid myself. I literally paid myself $3,500 a month, and then I was able to qualify for a house. And I backdated it for 6 months, and I was able to apply for a house. So that is the only way I will actually recommend an S corporation. I don't recommend S corporations for funding purposes. You can, yes, does it work? Yes. If you're trying to kill two birds in one shot, S corporation is good, but stick with LLC and sole proprietorship. Okay. Now that you guys know which entity, I'm going to tell you which industry qualifies for more funding. Two industries that qualify for most funding. Two of the industries that qualify for the most funding is what? Number one, marketing. Number two, consulting. Why? Because they are very broad. And I'm going to explain to you. If you have, or if you had, let's say Bank of America lost $100 million on real estate, and your company is called Gambini Realty. Hey, forget about going to Bank of America. They already lost money. They're not going to give you more money. Okay, their board of directors have said, hey, you know what? We're not going to lend for real estate for the next 4 years or until we figure out what's going on with real estate. Bam. Okay, there's a lot. Brick and mortar have a lot of liability. Okay, which ones don't have a lot of liability? Which type of companies can be ran without any having to have a brick and mortar, or a shop or a place, an LLC or a sole proprietorship? Okay, so you guys have to avoid being specific. Don't be specific on your entities whenever you create them. Okay, now why are we breaking it down? I'm breaking it down so you guys don't go and think, oh, just because I open an LLC and I named it Gambini Solution, I'm going to apply. No, I'm breaking it down for you guys to understand, because I'm here to educate. Okay, because I don't want you guys to go through the same thing that I went through. Okay, I had no idea what I was doing. I went and applied, and I'm like, why some banks denying me and why some banks are giving me money? Okay, I didn't know. This took a long time to figure out. Okay, it really did. So what actually happens is, once you have the right entity and the right industry, okay, then you can go ahead and figure out which bank to go with. Okay, why does it matter? Because this is how you get max lending. Unless you guys are looking for $2,000-$3,000 line of credit, hey, this is why it matters. Okay, which LLC and which sole proprietorship. So I just gave you guys two of the most common ones. Okay, there's more. How is this different, guys? Most people are just telling you, hey, do this and you qualify. No, I'm trying to explain to you and educate you guys why this matters. Okay, now imagine if you guys didn't have this information. Hey, oh no, I cut hair, I'm a barber, so I'm gonna call it Gambini Barbershop, Gambini Professional Barbers. Guys, you're not gonna get funded. Okay, that's just plain and simple. Now, the way I did it, guys, I had Green Bay Products, I had Gambini Solutions, I had a lot of different companies. Okay, and then I started noticing a pattern. Why are they lending same credit, same everything? Why are they lending more money to this entity than this entity? And then I started to understand.